Hi there, mattphilleo in the studio, finishing up this portrait, this 11 by 14 acrylic on canvas portrait of the pastor. And I think basically I'm going to do a couple touch-ups here and sign it and call it done. So hope you enjoyed watching some of the tutorials here, whether on YouTube or at realisticacrylic.com. And thank you so much for your encouraging words and support here on this project. And yeah, I just don't have too much to do on it. I might actually add a couple touch-ups even after I sign it if I see something. I'll traditionally work on a portrait until I send in a proof to the client. And after I take a photograph and send it to the client for approval, if they give me the thumbs up, then I don't touch it. The only thing I'll do after that is just put the varnish on top, and that's it. But up until that point, I might play around with it if I see anything amiss, even after this video. But this is going to be the last video here for this series. So basically, I'm just going to scan over it and see, is there anything? And there's always a few things a person can do. You know, a little this, a little of that. But there comes a point where you just have to ship the product. You just have to call it done. And I think basically I'm at that point. One little nuance I see would be that I could darken this. Well, that's a little too dark of a glaze, but this little portion right here on his upper lip, just darken that area just a little bit. It was a little too light in that one spot. But anyway, I think I'm going to sign off on this. Now I need to decide where should I sign it. And I always like to sign it in a more inconspicuous spot. I think I'll sign it on the right hand side, and then I'll just choose a color that doesn't get in the way too much. We'll take ultramarine blue, raw umber dark, just to darken that up a little bit. This matte medium to make it a little more liquid so it covers easily. And we'll just sign it right here. And I'll have to get that paint a little more opaque because it's not wanting to cover in one coat. Let's wipe that off and try again. Alright, now I got this a little more opaque. And that's what I'm going to do, is just sign that. And we'll call it done. Put the year in there. I like to do that so people know when this was completed. And you can zoom in on that and we'll see how that looks. Nothing too fancy, but I'll just zoom back out and say here we go on this portrait. Again, I hope you enjoyed this, and thank you so much for watching this. You can see all of the tutorials on this, the whole course, which is going to be over a dozen videos, I believe, when it's all added up, at realisticacrylic.com. And I have other tutorials there for you as well to help you learn how to paint realistic portraits in acrylic. And that's my aim for you. So God bless you in your painting, and we'll keep in touch.